Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have arrived to the conversation that'll end all conversations. The Soulcast with your host, Happy Bones. And now, without further ado, let's get in that crazy head. Here's Happy Bones.
What's up, people? Check it out. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. We have kind of a switch up this week. First, I want to say thank you to Butch Palmer at Butch Palmer Salon in Harrisburg on Crawford Avenue for making me look silky smooth and awesome. That's from real janks right there. Secondly, I would like to precursor this episode with a few things. Let you know that our regularly scheduled guest couldn't make it. He had abscess tooth. So, you know, what you going to do? Brother's in the hospital trying to get that jank work on. So a couple of weeks ago, I got an email from a guy named Bubba Cooder. It wasn't not Bubba. Bubba's his friend. His name's Charlie Cooder. And he called me he emailed me, and he said that he wanted to come onto the show. And I didn't know him from Joe Schmo, right? So I was like, well, what do you do? Why do you want to come on the show? And he unfolded this crazy story that it's probably the craziest story that I've ever heard in my life. And I'm not calling the guy a liar, but it's just really hard for me to believe. But I'm going to let him come on the show and tell you the story, and you kind of make up your own decision about whether or not this story is real. So I'm going to go ahead and let Charlie Cooder talk to you and tell the whole story. I'm not going to interject until the end, and we'll probably go back and forth a little bit. Also, they brought with them a friend of theirs. He's late. He's not here yet, but his name's T-Rock, and he's the guy that kind of helped him out of their situation. But I'm going to go ahead and let him tell the story. So without any hesitation on my part, and without me trying to interject and be like, you're a liar, this is serious shit right here.
Now, I really appreciate Greenlight Studios and Mr. Happy Bones letting me tell you this here story. Mm-hmm. Honestly, me and Bubba, we really don't talk about this that much. And
we don't like to talk about it at all.
Yeah, not at all, damn it.
Not at all.
But I'm going to go ahead and do it because Mr. Happy Bones agreed to let me do it. And I just want to have this on record, you understand, because this is a serious situation I'm talking about. Now, this story I'm about to unfold to you, my name is, excuse me, I'm sorry. My name is Charlie Cooder, and my buddy right there is Bubba Washington.
Hello.
This story I'm about to unfold to you happened between the dates of June 19th and June 21st, 2013. Now, yeah, it's right. Okay. Now, what happened is we had a really good friend, God rest his soul, named Mr. Henry Rydell. Henry Rydell went with us. He can't be here today because he actually passed, but that's part of the story. Now we're gonna get to that. I'd only known Henry about 2 weeks, and he was we got close really fast. You understand? And he told me he had this great. I'm sorry, I get a little emotional whenever I talk about this. I don't know how we gonna.
Okay, buddy, you take your time, okay?
All right, I'm gonna take my breath. I mean, if you need to edit this out or anything like that, then you do that because I don't really want.
Don't show my friend crying.
I don't. Thank you, Bubba. Now, what happened was, Henry said, God rest his soul, that he had a real good spot for us to hunt, and we hadn't been hunting about 3 or 4 days, and we get to hankering for hunting after a few days.
We love to hunt.
We really do, fishing, hunting, all that stuff. I like the mud bog, but that's a different story. Now, what happened is he took us about 2 hours north of anywhere in the world. I swear to God, we were 2 hours from everywhere, and we went down this two-rut road for about 35, 40 minutes, and then all of a sudden, We got to the end of the road, and there was no more road. We had to park the car there, and we had taken us a mule on the trailer so we could get the rest of the way up into the woods and get all the gear up in there and everything. So we did that, got all the gear up in there.
All the gear.
And we started setting up camp, you understand. Now, the first day we were walking around there, we thought it was kind of weird because there wasn't no insect noises at night. There wasn't no animal noises at night. There wasn't any noises at night at all. And I was like, well, if there wasn't no noises at night and we're out in the middle of the woods, it just struck me kind of weird. Did it struck you weird?
I thought it was very strange.
It was strange as
very
strange as hellfire. And so what we did is that first day, we didn't see anything, didn't hear anything. That second day, we decided we were going to stray a little bit further from camp. Once we got a little ways from camp, I noticed there was this trail, and it looked like maybe a trail that animals would use.
Maybe it led down to the stream or the creek or something.
Lead down to something waterway or something like that. So we started following it, and I heard a rustling in this thicket, a patch of woods over here to the right. You understand?
I heard it too.
Now, I looked at Henry and I said, Henry, we should probably go over there and investigate that there noise in that thicket. Now, Henry apparently didn't hear the noise, and he's one of those type guys. He doesn't eat bananas. He doesn't eat corn dogs. He doesn't eat anything of a phallic nature because he's such a goddamn homophobe. It drives me crazy. But he thought me and Bubba were going to gang rape him in the thicket.
He sure did. He thought that.
He's so retarded, boy. I tell you. God rest his soul. Now,
rest in peace.
I'm going to have me a swig before I tell this next part of the story because it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and that ain't no joke. Whew. All right. Now, Bubba, if I get emotional, I'm gonna need you to take over the story for just a second, okay? I'm gonna get my bearings, okay?
I'm here for you.
We walk over in the thicket, all right? Everything gets quiet, just like it's been the whole goddamn trip. Henry and I and Bubba walk up on it looks like a huge mound of fur. I thought maybe a bear or something like that had gotten a hold of something, ripped it up, and just left it laying there all in toil and turmoil. But as we took a closer investigative look, it turns out it was a goddamn Sasquatch baby.
No lie. A Sasquatch baby.
Little Sasquatch baby, little brand new, little 75-pound newborn Sasquatch baby. Just laying there in the ball. In the fetal position.
Damnest thing I'd ever seen.
Sleeping sound. Sound asleep. Now, Henry, being the weirdo that he is, he decided he wanted to keep it. Okay? Now, me and Bubba, we both tried to urge him down.
He said no.
We told him no.
You can't keep
Sasquatch baby. Now, of course, there's no arguing with Henry because we'd only been friends for, like I said, 2 weeks, and he's already pulled a gun on me about 9 times. And he had a gun on him because we were hunting. So I didn't feel like him shooting me at that particular moment in time. So I kind of conceded to his argument. And I said, you know what? We're going to keep this here baby. But secretly, me and Bubba had been talking the whole time about letting the Sasquatch baby go. When Henry was asleep. Yeah, gotta be free.
Gotta be free.
Wild animal like that. Sasquatch baby.
Gotta be.
Now, this here's the part that gets hairy. No pun intended. That was pretty clever.
He's so damn funny.
Yeah, I know, right? I knew I was going to be good on this show. So we take the Sasquatch baby back to camp. Mm-hmm. We're feeding the Sasquatch baby all the food that we've got. I swear to God, we went through about 75 pounds of Viernerweenies. I love Viernerweenies.
That little baby could eat.
It ate a lot, doesn't it? Now, I told Henry right then, I was like, you know what? It might be quite expensive for you to have this here Sasquatch baby at your house. I tried to talk him out of it several times throughout the evening.
We tried. Mm-hmm. We tried.
Now, dusk time fell, and it being as quiet as it's been, I thought it kind of weird that we started hearing some knocking, all right? It sounded like a branch against the trunk of a tree.
That's about what it sounded like.
And it echoed It echoed through the whole forest. Now, when you hear a sound like that, you know that it's being produced by another living animal. You understand?
There's no not knowing.
There's no not knowing.
There's no not knowing when another live animal is making a noise.
That's right. Now, at first, Bubba, with his logical mind as it is, he's the smartest one of the bunch. He said, I bet you that's just a male buck rutting on a tree. Ain't that what you're seeing?
I was trying to be optimistic.
I love optimism. I love it.
That's all. That's all I was doing.
And I appreciated it too. I really did. Although Henry, on the other hand, he had a different situation.
He wasn't so optimistic.
No, Henry said flat out, that's Sasquatch's mama, and it's real squatchy around here. And I said, what does that mean, Henry? And he said, well, when it gets scorchy around somewhere, it starts to smell like Sasquatch. And I was like, Sasquatch doesn't have a smell like that. It smells more like dead fish.
That's what I smell.
Pile of shit.
That's what I smell.
And he said, well, that's what Sasquatch smells like. And I just took Henry's word for it because, like I said, he's not the one to argue with.
I really didn't even like Henry that much.
Now that I think about it, I don't know why I was hanging out with his ass.
Because he had a place to hunt.
Oh, and he had that truck and that mule, too.
Yep.
Now, Henry decided he wanted to go towards the sound and investigate. And, This is where I might get a little emotional. As we got further away from the campfire, it was dark by this time. My eyes started to adjust, and my night vision came in. And I said, Henry, now don't you run towards that sound right there. You know that Sasquatch mama.
That's what he said.
I said that. I was trying to save his life because I was pretty sure us stealing Sasquatch baby and all from Sasquatch mama probably not going to go over too well with the Sasquatch mama.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Now, he gets a little bit up ahead in front of me. And he's kind of odd. You know, even though there ain't nobody goddamn around for miles and miles, he's still wearing his safety vest, which is orange and yellow.
He said he didn't want to get shot.
Yeah, he didn't want to get shot by a stranger out there hunting. I was like, boy, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, so he's running. I see his reflective vest, and then I see Sasquatch mama come out from behind the tree.
Oh, I remember.
And she stood about 7 to 8 foot tall. Maybe taller, I don't know, because I was from,
she was
about
tall.
50 yards away from, yeah.
She was really tall.
Big old titties.
She had the biggest titties I had ever
Now, we
seen.
did happen to get a snap on my phone, and we're going to go ahead and show that to you right now. We'll show you the snap. Now, as you can see, her titties are real, real big, okay? That kind of threw me off at first. But what we're going to do is, I decided, me and Bubba, we running the other way.
We
okay?
going.
Now, it turned out that Henry thought the same thing. He started running with us. Now, we was waving in front of him. We jumped over this here log, right? And I heard him hot on our tail, and then all of a sudden I heard him trip over the log. You remember hearing him trip over the log?
I remember him tripping.
And I felt like, I felt like I needed to do something. I needed to save him. Because I'm a hero.
I ain't no hero.
And you're not a hero, Bubba.
I ain't going out
Bubba
there.
Washington, just back up, okay? You're not a hero, okay? Now, what happened was next is he tried to roll over underneath these bushes right there beside the log and hide from her, hoping that she'd just keep on running past him and chase us. You understand? Because we're juicy.
But she was coming hot on his tail with those big-ass titties, just a flapping.
Them titties wasn't flapping. You ain't lying. Now, you know a Sasquatch mama with titties engorged like that with titty milk, you know they gonna flop. Now, she ended up jumping over the log, and she stops with a skid. And I mean, she was going so fast, she probably skid about 5 feet before she came to a stop. Grabbed him by his ankles, lifted him up, and...
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. It was awful. It was awful. She had ripped him damn near in two.
She grabbed him by the ankles, and she grabbed him by the head, and she ripped him in half.
and blood went everywhere. Now, Bubba and I, we were in shock. We couldn't hardly run.
Didn't know what to do.
Covered with blood. And we said, right then, we're coming back for you, Henry. And we turned and hauled ass. Now, we ran so fast, that mule was only about 15 miles an hour top speed. And I can run 25 miles an hour straight for about 5 mile sprint, because that's how Charlie Cooder does shit. Now, Bubba, on the other hand, he can only run full sprint for about 22 seconds. So I knew
I don't run much.
He doesn't run much. And I knew and he's got bad knees. So I knew as long as I was in front of him, then Sasquatch Mama wasn't going to rip me apart. You know? And so I had a chance. Luckily, Bubba's adrenaline, kicked in and he kept up with me.
I ran so fast. It was the scariest thing I'd ever seen.
I ain't never seen nothing like it in my whole goddamn life. Now, this next part of the story is probably the only thing that saved us, and I really appreciate everything that T-Rock has done for us. He's still a real close friend of mine. T-Rock is he's almost a brother. He's a brother. But what happened was we got to the truck, and the truck was demolished. I don't know what Sasquatch Mama did to it exactly, but she smushed it. She smushed it butt good.
She was like my ex-wife.
Just like your ex-wife. You remember what she did to your truck?
I remember. She did all kinds of bad stuff to it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Damn. It's all right, Bubba. That bitch is gone.
Okay.
And so we ran past the truck, see? And we ran past the truck, and we kept on running down the Two-Rut Road. Now, I didn't notice it on the way in, but we ran up on a cafe, diner type place on the Two-Rut Road. Damn hell of a place to have a diner.
Hell of a place.
But we ran in there, full of blood. Our emotions and our adrenaline was at an all-time high.
I ordered some coffee.
He needed something to calm him down, and he'd ran out of dip. So what we did was we rang the service bell. Ding, ding, just like that. And who's to come out the back but T-Rock? T-Rock come to say today. Now, T-Rock told me and Bubba that the phone didn't work.
Sure did.
And there was no service out there as far as cell phones go, you understand? So we basically had to figure it out to where we could all three fit on his little 50cc scooter with the big wheels. And we rode about 30 minutes on that big wheel, which was very uncomfortable. And I think
I didn't care. Sasquatch's mama
was hot on our trail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we got out of the woods. But lo and behold, this whole time, Sasquatch baby has been hot on our trails. And she liked us better than she liked her Sasquatch mama.
Sure enough.
So who was it at the door that night when we got out of the shower and got all the blood off of us? Who was at the door?
That was Sasquatch's baby.
Sasquatch baby had followed us all the way to their house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she was sneaky. She's a clever little bitch. And she come up there and she rung the doorbell. And she looked at us with her pretty little blue Sasquatch baby eyes. And we said, you know what? We gonna keep her.
We always wanted a dog.
Yeah, I love dogs. Mm-hmm. But so what we did was we set Sasquatch baby up with a little room. We had a little extra room where I had my drums because I used to be a drummer in Ramcat Alley.
Yep.
And shout out to Ramcat Alley. And we got her a little place in there where she's able to be a Sasquatch baby. Do Sasquatch baby things. Because I don't want to hinder her Sasquatch baby adolescent years.
But we really didn't know what Sasquatch babies did.
Well, I still don't know what Sasquatch babies do except eat shit and tear shit up.
That's about all they do.
Now, if you look, face the camera right there and show them you on your head right there. Now, see, we had gotten a rattler, right? And she just walloped him in the head one good time. It was like a cement brick, I think.
I went down.
He went down. I was like, that boy, dang old boy. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Now, is there any question that you have, or I think that's about it. The story. We're going to put up a picture of Sasquatch baby right now.
She's a cute little thing there,
She is. Her name is Penelope Butterlinks.
Butterlinks.
And the reason we gave her a different last name from us is because Butterlinks is untraceable. Nobody knows that name.
Nope.
So, back to you, Woody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a pretty sensational story from Mr. Charlie Cooder. And what's crazy is right after they left, their buddy T-Rock came in, and I can't understand a damn word he said, but here's the conversation that we had. So T-Rock, all the story that Charlie Cooder told me about the Sasquatch baby is true, and we've seen the pictures of Sasquatch mama and Sasquatch baby, and I'm thinking that if you just corroborate the story for us real quick and kind of tell us, where you work at, that would be cool.
Yeah, so my kids see my 10, you know what I'm saying? Because so much about cook. Been doing so much things, so my kids so sweet thing. My teens, some liver saying, making some eggs, making some cheese, making some coffee, say for a second. You know what I'm saying? Cook.
Actually, T-Rock, no, I have no idea what you're saying. If you could just maybe rephrase that. Anyway, what do you do? I heard you were a rapper.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. Yes, I'm a kid, son. Me not too much time, see, all the time I'm someone cook eggs and a cafe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, okay, can you, are you like Ozzy? Are you like, you can't understand what you're saying when you're talking, but whenever you rap, you can understand it perfectly clear? Can you rap a line for us or something like that just to see how you rap? Go ahead and showcase your talent.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, show me.
Like this, I'm gonna show you people how to rock a party like this. Throw your hands in the air, everybody, like this. Watch a girl in the way she's shaking naughty like this. Get it crunk, get it crunk, get it crunk.
Somebody's basically I get. Good.
Well, damn, I gotta say that was nothing short of amazing, T-Rock. And that's been our show this week. Thank you, T-Rock, for coming by extremely fucking late. I'd like to thank Charlie Cooder for his story, which was absolutely amazing. And I would like to thank Greenlight Studios for letting us have the story here. And I really appreciate them not bringing Sasquatch Baby to the studio because I hear it's pretty destructive. So that's our show for the week. And join us next week when our guest will be Mr. Jeff Johnston. That's the Soulcast for this week, y'all. Peace.
Warning, you will never be the same because you have been listening to the Soulcast with your host, Happy Bones. We'll see you next week.
They don't care nobody other.